Hey guys, welcome to this update, and we're going to talk about a few things in this update. First of all, let me adjust this webcam so you can see my face. There we go. All right, so in this update, we are going to take a look at our tropics first of all, because there's a lot going on in the tropics. I was watching AccuWeather, and they are pretty convinced that this storm here will impact somewhere around the Gulf Coast because it will go into the Gulf most likely. And again, it is a 90% chance of formation basically. And it's very healthy, has all that convection going with it, as you can see by those thick clouds. What I want to do, since Patty is off to sea and it's not a concern for us, plus it's subtropical, and since this disturbance has a low chance of development, I do want to take a look at this disturbance number one and with the red X on it. We're going to look at our NSET model site, and let's just take a peek at that and see what's going on with that in terms of modeling in the model world. GFS American model we're going to do, and so here we go. You can see the low. This is our 15, so see that little low creeping up right southeast of Jamaica? There it is, that tropical system. It's going to strengthen because there's plenty of warm water, not a lot of wind shear. In fact, AccuWeather said there's going to be even less wind shear than I first expected in the Gulf of Mexico. So again, 79, it was a 978 millibar low. It's indicative of probably a tropical storm, even a strong tropical storm. And here's the thing, it heads over the Gulf, and anything can happen from here because the Gulf is very warm. But let's see what the model does. And it kind of just meanders it, and that's where it gets tricky and even, may I say, dangerous to be in the Gulf for this long, because it kind of just stays stationary over this warm body of water. And now if we don't have a lot of shear, this could easily explode into a major hurricane. I'm not entirely sure on how much shear there is, but that's going to be a big factor as to whether this amplifies or not. So let's take a look at that, because that seems to be the only really game player we have during this period. No major cold in sight, no major snows in sight. So let's take a look at our wind shear forecast chart, and let's take a look for the tropical Atlantic. And we want hold on. Okay, I guess I have to go through a whole process just to get to this site. They want to direct me and have me answer all these questions. Next. Okay, so we have, where are we at here? This is the GFS model, but where is this at? That's interesting. I'm trying to figure out what ocean this. Oh, this is the Atlantic Ocean. Now I know. I see the geographics of it now. So on the right hand, this is where Africa is, and then on the very left, that's South America. I do wanna. Okay, so I'm 90% sure this is showing the Atlantic Ocean. So I want to get to the Gulf if I can do that. Let's see. Let's do GFS. Let's do. Wow. So this is very interesting. It's not telling me where this is located. So let's just see what happens here. Actually, I'm going to get to a different site. Here we go, Atlantic wind shear. Okay, here we go. This is, I used to use this model a lot, this particular model, shear tendency. Here's our current shear, it looks like. Let me just make sure. Over the past 24 hours. And as you can see, there's a lot of shear right now in the Northern Gulf. Just based off experience and my gut as well, I feel that this shear being as it's not really organized. It's kind of, it almost seems as if it's fading. There's no organization to it. I think that we're going to have less and less shear, like AccuWeather said, in the Gulf by the time the storm makes it through. So we have the warm waters as an ingredient. We have the lesser than normal shear. And now, last but not least, we just need, what would be good, to get this hurricane in terms of the forecast, of course, not that it would be good to get a hurricane on the shore, but in order to get this as a major hurricane on shore, I'd like to see some low-level heights in the Gulf, because just like a magnet, high pressure attracts high pressure, and low-level heights attract low-level heights. So let's take a look at our PSU E-wall, and let's take a look at our 8 to 10 day height anomaly. So this is around where the storm would make landfall. This is, again, this would be making landfall if it were to about 8 to 10 days from now. And you see, we do have that troughing there. That's a good ingredient to have. See this trough, this blue area that extends from Western Canada to Texas, and it kind of deviates and dips all the way to the Gulf. So we do have a little sense of that troughing there. So again, we have like 3 key ingredients. So I would not be shocked if this storm amplifies in the Gulf, and we're talking about potentially a major hurricane, or at least a hurricane, to hit the Gulf Coast in about a week from now, or 10 days from now, 7 to 10 days from now. I also want to take a look at the European model, the Euro model, because that's usually the better, more accurate model. So let's just see what this has for this storm. So again, it's not doing much with this storm. I see no major organization of the storm, and 12Z is not out yet. CMC, that's not out. So ultimately, I'll leave you with that in this brief update, is that we will have 3 ingredients for this hurricane, for this potential hurricane to occur over the Gulf of Mexico. And again, right now it's just an area of concern, a disturbance. And for this to make landfall, we have 3 key ingredients. So we have not a lot of wind shear, we have warm waters over the Gulf, and we have, what's the third one? Oh, a troughing near the Gulf. So with all that being said, I would not be surprised if over the next 48 to 72 hours, models pick up in its intensity. And remember, models are not our guide, they're not set in stone, they're just our tools. So models aren't always right. So just because the models are saying it's going to fizzle out doesn't necessarily mean they are 100% right, because they're just tools and they're guides for us to forecast the weather with. Alright guys, that's it for now. Hope you learned a thing or two. Hope you enjoy your day today. Hope you enjoy your weather. It's the only weather you got. And take care and have a great rest of your Sunday. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.